Gamers, hello. We are playing Ball X Pit, or Ball Pit, if you don't like pronouncing the X's. Uh, I saw this played by Northern Lion, and it looks pretty cool. It looked very Vampire Survivors esque. So let's get into it. I am actually, I would say, of all the like retro game types, like I would say Brick Break is up there. Tetris. I would original Bejeweled, like, you know, the general, like, just there's only like 5 different puzzle games in the olden days, and they all kind of are derivative of a different kind of puzzle form, kind of like how there's only like I think 9 stories that you can tell, something like that, where it's like they all just are different archetypes of the same couple stories. I do like Brick Break the most, I would say. I only played it a little bit as a kid. I don't even know what version of it I was playing, but I remember playing it on like a Windows DOS computer, and I always really liked it. There's a mini game version of Brick Break in Arcade Paradise I really liked, so I'm excited for this. I'm gonna show a new game, and then I want to show what it looks like for a new game, and then I want to show you on my current file because I can't stop playing this. It's really good. I do have to learn to play without all of my upgrades. They have like a little bit of a city building aspect to this game, and I'm a big fan. So I typically just go on auto fire, so it just shoots automatically for me. Let's see. Lightning is really good, so we'll do that. You can adjust the game speed. We'll play at normal speed. There's slow, normal, and fast. You can see in the top right. On the left, that little red thing is my health. The sword is my XP bar. Every time you level up, you can level up one of your abilities, or one of your balls, or one of your passives. I don't have any passives right now. I only have balls. Also, we just got to get out of the way. I'm going to be saying ball a lot. Just, I get it. It's haha, but like, you know, we got to move past it. Brood Mother has a 25% chance of birthing a baby ball each time it hits an enemy. A baby ball are like the little white ones you see on the screen. They don't really have an effect. They just kind of vibe. But the lightning one hits enemies nearby, and then there's also short bow, which increases fire rate. That could be pretty good too. Let's go the Brood Mother. So yeah, I mean, you can pretty much tell what it is. You wanna hit enemies before they get to you. And if they reach the bottom, or if you get too close to them, you'll get a little snake Metal Gear Solid exclamation point showing that they're about to attack you. And then these are important, the little rainbow here. So these will give you 1 to 5 level ups. I found 1 is more common than you would think. And they'll give you some free levels, which is nice. Ooh, I like this one. Magic Staff, increase area of effect damage, or Earthquake Ball. Let's go with Earthquake Ball. I think on my experience so far has been the more special balls you have, the greater and easier your life will be. I just said not to joke about this, and then I was the first to joke about it. No, but the special balls are really important because they're real damage dealers. You need them. Warhorn, baby balls deal more damage. Radiant Feather, Brood Mother. I think you should try to prioritize. So every level, or the max level for all of these is 3. And you want to get into level 3 because a little special surprise that we'll reveal as we get closer. I think I'm doing okay so far. All right, this should give me a nice boost. I'll take 2. That's fine. Call me the publisher of GTA. I'll take 2. Whatever. That's the stupidest joke I've made today. And I worked a full work day and made plenty of stupid jokes. But yeah, it's I would say this is the most fun I've had in one of these games since Vampire Survivors, since the GOAT. I've platinum Vampire Survivors twice. The platinum isn't really that intensive. Like, it, you know, you have to do a lot, but you don't have to really you don't have to like 100% the game. You just have to, like, it almost feels like 20% the game because they added so many updates to it. I haven't really looked at the trophies for this. I mean, I've taken a glance. Beat every level with 10 different characters. Beat every level, and then I think there's a bunch of other stuff involving the city building mechanic. But basically, every time you finish a run, you'll get resources. Okay, so this is fusion. I can combine lightning with Broodmother, which would be good. We're going to hold off on that, though. And I'll explain why in a little bit. So basically, fusion is exactly like it sounds. You just take the two balls, and you turn them into one ball, and then they have both their effects. I don't think I've really seen nerfs from doing that. Like, it seems like it always is just like a net positive, except when they don't really synergize. Like, I had one where it would fire off a laser every time I shot it, and then I combined it with a ball that would explode. And so with a laser, you want to, like, bounce it off a bunch of different things so it triggers multiple times. But because it exploded immediately, it only went off once. So that was, like, the only one that I've had was, like, a direct downgrade. But besides that, it's not too bad. There are some pretty good passives here, but none of them are, like, so good that I need to take them. And we're pushing back here a little bit. I think the difficulty really will spike after every boss. You can see on the right there, the meter. We're getting pretty close to it. Every boss, they will expand how big the field is, allowing 2 more columns, and then you got to obviously beat the boss. I do recommend trying to get rid of the ads first. One thing that the game did tell me, and I haven't really explained, is if you catch your ball, you'll fire it back faster. But if it hits the back of the screen, it just goes back in your inventory anyway. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, we do like to see that. A lot of AoE balls here, which is real good. We want to get a little close, try and sneak up and grab some of those. I like rubber headbands. Balls start off 70% speed, but increase by 20% each bounce. I like this, but we'll hold off. Let me get fleet feet, because now the way they nerf you from using auto fire, which doesn't matter to me, to be completely honest. The way they nerf you is they make it so that if you are auto firing, you move slower, but that negates that. And some characters move the same anyway. Emerald Hilted Dagger. Increase crit chance if you're hitting an enemy to the right side. I don't hate these, but this one's pretty good. Gain 1.5 baby balls, but your aim becomes scattered. The aim scattered thing is not really a debuff. Like, you don't get to be as precise, but it's, like, so negligible that I just don't really think it matters. Hey, okay, let's grab some more XP. Just a good habit to get into. I think I will increase... you know what? Let's reroll. I'm looking for a specific one. I'm looking for the war horn that I ignored earlier. But we'll take the baby rattle. And then, so on top of fusion, which just combines 2 effects directly, evolution, or Shinka, it's not, I'm kidding. Evolution will give you a special upgrade where it like actually does like a new effect that is stronger than the 2 of them together. So this one gives Leech. Attaches up to 1 leech onto enemies it hits, which stacks 2 stacks of bleed per second, max 24 stacks. So that's pretty good. Now the best thing about evolutions is that on top of getting, just being a stronger effect than before, once you get the evolution at level 3, you can also do fusion with that. So you can get an evolution and then just combine it with like my plan right now is to combine it with lightning, and then it'll kind of mix and match those effects. And I think that's going to be pretty busted. Which I'm pretty stoked for. Very excited. There we go. Not what I'm looking for. Also, every time you fuse or evolve a ball, you gain a new slot, so you can grab another ball, which I really appreciate. That did exist in Vampire Survivors, but it was very rare because there was only so many weapons. The way it worked in Vampire Survivors is that you would combine weapons with passives, and in this game, it's all about combining weapons with weapons. Could fuse these 2. They do kind of the same effect, so I don't really like fusing them. Okay, I would like more levels, please, because that's not enough for me. It says 1, I've already said this, it says 1 to 5. I do feel like it is more often than not 5. It is more often than not 1 or 2. You'll be lucky if you get 3. Okay, they are kind of catching up a little bit. My DPS might not be there. I think I might need a little bit of help here. It's not that crazy to lose your first run. I kind of feel like there's a lot of permanent progression in this game, and I just don't really have any of that yet. It's not impossible, but I mean, I've done everything right, and I'm not really thriving right now. I think if I'd taken some more stuff that improved like damage output, it could have been better. But all right, there we go. Not too shabby, and there is like permanent progression. This is something I really like. Like I like that it shows you the DPS of all of your stuff, because it tells you what works and what didn't. Like I would say the leech worked fine; it did our highest DPS. Earthquake did pretty well. Lightning did pretty well. Poison didn't really get a chance to go off and didn't really do well. And the baby balls are doing okay. So, alrighty. And then you go back to Babylon. So I want you to build some stuff. So we'll build wheat, and then we'll build a forest tile, and then you can, for every character you have unlocked, once per run, like after you finish a run, you get to like gain some resources and like work on building stuff. So we only have this, so it's not really, there's not too much to go off. So I'm just going to do this because you soar through fields, and then you only have a certain amount of time. Like you can see I only have 6 seconds, but it doesn't matter. I grabbed everything. So we'll just speed it up. And there you go. You get some resources. And then you can unlock buildings to build and stuff like that, and it will slowly improve your characters. Now that I've kind of gone through the tutorial to show you how it works, let's get into the real game. Since we don't need this. So this is my setup. I can unlock more stuff here, but I haven't really gone to it. So all these buildings, these are all fully upgraded, or they're doing their own thing. They do their and have their own abilities. Here I've got a couple bits of forest, a couple bits. These automatically harvest them. This makes it so that every time you hit it, it builds other buildings faster, which is a mechanic they didn't really show us yet. These are gold mines. You hit these, you get gold for it. Then these upgrade the scaling of my characters, so that when they level up, their stats go up higher. I'm still working on some of these, but as you can see, it's a fair bit different. So I'll show you kind of an endgame version of this. I wish it let me zoom in on this part, but it doesn't. Actually, you know what? I don't really need you right now. So you can rearrange your stuff at any time, which is really good for this kind of game. I could just like make a tunnel and only grab the gold or whatever, because I don't really need too many of the other resources, but we'll just let it fly, just so you can kind of get a sense of this. I really do wish I could zoom in. I guess I can and then move the camera after. Let's do this. Yeah. Well, I might have... Well, no, they're working. So I have a couple different characters, so they're all going off at once. I definitely should have put more twang on it, but I couldn't see where I was aiming. As you can see, I have more time on the harvest clock as well. I'm going to speed this up just because we kind of get the idea. I was a bad one. I was really bad, actually. That's what I get for trying to zoom in and show it closer. But, yeah, so these are the different characters. Wandering Warrior, default character, no special gameplay quirks. And he starts with the Bleed Ball. The Itchy Finger, scattered aim but shoots twice as fast and constantly launches balls if any are available. Can move at full speed while shooting, which is pretty cool. Starts with the Burn Ball. The Cohabitants. A couple with many children. For each ball launched, a copy is launched in mirror direction. Balls deal half damage. This is a weird one. This is kind of like the Cain and Abel if you're a Binding of Isaac fan. I think that's what they were called, right? Was it? Or was Cain someone else? What were they called? Did I get their names wrong? What's the... Binding of Isaac characters. I've flattened this game twice. I should know their names. Cain is not who I was thinking of. I was thinking of... where the fuck are they? Am I crazy? Where's the duo? It's not Lazarus, the Lost Keeper. Oh, hold on. There's supposed to be a scroll wheel here, but because I'm on fucking fan... Oh, no, this is the wiki. Where the fuck is the scroll wheel? Oh, I see it. Hold on. I was wrong. There they are. It's Jacob and Esau. That's what they are, right? All right. I knew I was getting it wrong. I knew it wasn't Cain and Abel. Plays kind of like them, though, where you control two characters at once, but this one's a little easier because you just control them. Like, you only move one of them, but you can aim in two different directions, which is a little confusing. But they double every ball, so that's pretty crazy. The embedded balls always pierce enemies until they hit a wall, so they go right through them, and then they'll bounce back. And then the Repentant, balls deal 5% more damage every time they bounce, but when they hit the back wall, they just go back to you immediately. The Philosopher, this is a really funny one. Basically an autopilot run, he'll just pick the upgrades automatically. Every single upgrade, every fusion, upgrade, evolution, just completely does it on his own, which I think is very funny. No baby balls. Each shoots multiple instances of one equipped special ball. So this is kind of a higher risk, higher reward one. Balls shoot from the back and have a base critical chance. Shooting from the back is incredibly confusing at first, but you kind of roll with it. Holds a large shield that bounce back balls that hit it. Balls deal 100% more damage each time they bounce off the shield. So this is funny because this is the most like brick break like character possible, where you just like have a paddle and you're like hitting the ball back. And it's like the 9th character I unlocked. The Juggler loves ball into the air at a target position in the field. Balls don't start bouncing until they reach the ground. So you can kind of like choose like where you're aiming on the map instead of just like directly up or down. Balls bounce normally off the bottom of the screen instead of going back to you. And balls no longer deal direct hit damage, but AoE and status effect damage is increased by 4x. No baby balls. I've got 4 more characters to get to. So this kind of reminds me of Hades, where a weapon would have like a 20% buff of darkness if you haven't used it in a while, or if it just randomly decides one. So this kind of just picks the character for you. Now here's a crazy thing. I unlocked the ability to bring a second character, so you can kind of mix and match their abilities. So Sisyphus relies on AoE damage. I think he's kind of a little bit too complicated to play for a video. He's not too complicated to play, but it's just he has to play a very specific way. So we'll do the Sheriff, or the Stray Sheriff. And who haven't I beaten the Sheriff, or with the Sheriff? Let me see. I think I might have beaten everyone. No, I haven't beaten the 5th area, so let's pick someone who hasn't beat the 5th area, so we can get 2 check marks at once. Balls always pierce until they hit a wall is fun. Balls bounce more, but I've already beaten it with you. No baby balls. The Juggler. I don't really know who to pick. I think the Flagellant might be fun. I kind of like his character because I like that they just like bounces off the back of the wall. Piercing through enemies is pretty good too. But I've already beaten with this character, so let's do the Flagellant. Burn and Egg Sack. And we're going to go to the Gory Grasslands. So this is the 5th area that I've unlocked so far. Every area has slightly different enemies that do slightly different things. As you can see, it's a little bit different. I'm faster. I'm shooting a lot more balls right off the top. It's definitely going. So I have a couple different abilities for permanent progression. The big one is that I start with both characters have level 3 on their balls immediately, so that I can immediately focus on getting new ones. I've unlocked a couple synergies. It'll tell you what they are here. So like if you've unlocked a synergy, it'll tell you what's possible. I think that synergy was pretty good the time I used it. And then this one's pretty good as well for the Mosquito Swarm. Let's go for this one. So we want to focus on leveling up the Wind one if possible. So the main ball we have so far, I guess I can read them off. Adds 1 stack of burn on hit for 5 seconds, max 5 per stack. Burn units are dealt 12 to 19 damage per stack per second. Egg Sack explodes into 3 to 5 baby balls on hitting an enemy. Has a 3-second cooldown before it can be shot again. Pass through the enemies and slows them down by 30% for 5 seconds, but deals 25% less damage. And then, let's see. I haven't used this, and I'm too afraid to. Each kill heals you by 5. Each shot you take deals 2 damage. Seems incredibly, like, balanced against me. As an auto-fire Andy, I don't think I can use this one because I think it'll kill me instantly. I mean, I'm doing a video. I could just show it. Nah, it's the beginning of the run. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Yeah, as expected, I'm taking a lot more damage than I'm healing, so it's a little scary. Like I'm watching my health go down. I just don't see the benefit of this as an auto-fire. I guess, does it only? No, I mean, it counts baby balls too, so I'm completely fucked. Oh, also, I guess I can't turn auto-fire off on this character. Well, I mean, the run's probably over. Yeah, can you heal me more, please? I don't think it's going to matter. I think I'm definitely dead. Like, I completely fucked the run immediately. I mean, it's good to know that my instincts are right. And this is way too dangerous to use. Because, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Great. I wish it like reduced the penalty. Like I wish it reduced it to like 1 instead. Like this is insane. Definitely don't go with this item if you're don't go with this item if you're an auto fire player. Although it doesn't seem like it'll kill me. So maybe we can just keep going on this, just on the hardest of hard mode. Like, I only see this as a net negative. Because the health gain is completely eclipsed by just absolutely getting fucked. Like, maybe I can get a powerful enough run where I'm, like, one-shotting them, and then I get all my health back, but it seems incredibly fucking risky. I cannot recommend this item. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. Balls go through enemies and deal 25% bonus damage until they hit the back of the field. Yep. I think that's what we needed here. So now it'll bounce back and forth between both. So that instantly put us in a better spot because now we're hitting through the entire field at once. Evolution. Let's get Inferno. Applies 1 stack of burn every second to all enemies within a 2-tile radius. Burn lasts for 6 seconds, dealing 5 to 12 damage per stack per second. Now, I would love to combine that with Egg Sack just to see what happens. I could also combine Egg Sack with you to make, I forget what it's called, I think the Spider. But this makes it so every time so the Brood Mother does 25% chance of birthing a baby ball every time it hits an enemy. And an Egg Sack makes it so that every time you hit an enemy, it creates a couple baby balls. If you combine them, it makes so every time you hit an enemy, it gives a chance to make an Egg Sack, which is just way, way, way more baby balls. So why not? Let's fuck around and find out. I mean, I will admit, it does kind of seem like my health is coming back because we're now killing fast enough. So maybe it's not terrible. I don't think it's helped me. Like, I feel like it put me in a hole, and now I'm slowly digging out of said hole. Like, I would just be at, like, full health if I didn't have it, so it's not really that beneficial. Diamond Hilted Dagger. Increase crit chance 20% when hitting enemies in the front. We do be hitting them in the front. Pick up the range, or increase the range where you hit items. I mean, I think we might go for a reroll here. Rerolls cost golds that you earn in the run, and it increases with every reroll permanently. Let's upgrade Inferno. I still want to mix it with something. I just don't know what yet. I'm just watching in the bottom left. I'm just watching my health fight for its life. It's really trying. It is good practice to try and save the fusion things if you know you're like about to be close to level 3 on a couple things, so you can make a fusion or an evolution, or a fusion evolution if you're season 4 of Digimon. But I'm not that close, so I can just pick whatever. Crits deal 15-22% bonus damage. I don't actually love this one. I'm gonna say a reroll though. Let's just level up Ethereal Cloak to the final form. I mean, sure enough, it does seem like the health is. I know I keep saying it, but like I'm back to full health now, so maybe it is worth something. Maybe it's just like incredibly high risk, incredibly high reward. No, not my controller. I mean, it should make it through the video. Every time you shoot 1 to 2 baby balls every time you're healed. I mean, that seems like it was synergized disgustingly. So we'll do that. But I think it also opens up a bigger vector because it means we're going to shoot more balls, which means we'll take more damage. Also, if you manage to clear the field, you do get a little gold bonus, and it'll force the enemies to spawn more. Because we got the boss. That's not happening right now. Okay. I think the first time I fought this boss, I already had kind of a broken run, and I just kind of melted it. So I'm not 100% sure what it actually does. Let's level. Ooh, enemies explode on death. Could be nice. I think I'm gonna hold out for another baby ball support because we have a couple different balls that do it. I am an advocator of trying to get the XP that drops from the bosses because they will slowly drop XP, and it can be helpful to grab it. Okay, let's do this one. The fact that it dropped the first half means I think we're in a good spot, but I would really like to see more damage on it because it might start killing. I don't actually know how much health it has. All right, let's level you up so you're ready to fuse. So this is, as you can see, now it's going to start hitting me because it's at the bottom and it's not dead yet. So it's going to keep, although I am gaining health back as much as it hits me, so that's pretty good. Gather, and this, we got a blueprint. So this is a new building because I haven't cleared this area yet. Assign a character here to automatically send them out to harvest in a preset direction every 10 minutes. Workers can harvest for 10 seconds before returning. Oh, that seems cracked. Just send them and they'll just start running on their own. I haven't tried idling this game, like just leaving it on overnight just to see how many resources it can gather. But that seems kind of cracked, especially if it can get gold. Interesting. All right, evolution. Spider Queen. I'm going to try and combine Spider Queen and Inferno, and I think we'll be good. Has a 25% chance of birthing an egg sac each time it hits an enemy. Yep. So the only thing I'll warn is that you want to keep an eye on the right and see how much is left of the level. Once you get towards the end and you get to the final boss, no more fusions will spawn. And I usually only find like 1 or 2 on the wave between the second boss and the final boss anyway. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, that is what I wanted. I wanted the Warhound, so that's good. All right, what do you got for me here? I'll take levels. Okay. Light's pretty good. Blinds enemies on hit for 3 seconds. Blinded enemies have a hard time detecting you and have a 50% chance of missing when they attack. I do kind of want to finish leveling up Spider Queen, though, just in case we find another fusion. I will admit, things are going pretty well. A little better than I thought they would. As you can see, the balls that are behind the enemies are going fucking buck wild. Completely spamming them from behind so they get killed. That is my favorite kind of build, is basically an auto build where it just hits them so hard that they just can't do anything. I did think Inferno, yeah, I was going to say, I thought Inferno, yeah. I thought Inferno went through enemies, but I might have been wrong on that one. And, oh, perfect, lights here. Iron Ball is interesting. Iron Ball deals double damage and moves 40% slower. By itself, not really that impressive. But when you mix it with something, and it makes whatever you have do double damage, it's pretty good. But I think I want to go for light. Do I want to go for light? No, let's go for the Iron Ball. I would say after the second boss, you should probably stop trying to go for fusions and just work on getting better balls, just because it gets too hard at that point. You just don't get enough fusion things. Inferno X Spider, 196 to 371 hit damage, applies 1 stack of burn every second to all enemies within a 2 tile radius. Burn lasts for 10 seconds, dealing 11 to 18 per stack per second. 45% chance of birthing an egg sac each time it's an enemy. Spawned balls from the Spider Queen have the same properties as Inferno. That's where it starts getting disgusting. If you look at the top, you start to see a lot of red dots there. All of those are Inferno balls, and they're all burning all of the enemies all of the time. We've broken the game wide open, which is my favorite way to break a roguelike. So it's going pretty well. I mean, in the game's defense, I've been but basically what I do when I go to run is I take whatever character has the gold bonus, and then I go to whatever the lowest level they haven't completed as yet, because I want to try and make it so I complete every level with every character. I don't think you get anything for doing that. I'm just trying to do it. Another brood mother would be funny. We can't mix anything with the spider anymore because it's mixed with the Inferno. But we could mix something with the Iron Ball. I guess brood mother with the Iron Ball could be interesting. Although, we could make the Shuriken, which is okay, but it loses its double damage, I think. But I think Dark Ball already hits pretty hard. It destroys it. It deals 3 times damage, but destroys itself after hitting it. And the Shuriken, yeah. I'll try the brood mother instead. This is going well. I think I've got a good chance of winning this one. Also, glad I didn't stream this because the bitrate would be absolutely disgusting right now. You'd be watching this in fucking 144p. So the whatever the ectoplasm thing we got was, it will still, all the balls that go through it they'll go through it on the first try, but when they hit the back wall, they'll start bouncing. That's why there's not as many balls in the back. Laser's really good. There's 2. There's laser vertical and laser horizontal. They do the same thing power-wise, but obviously from the name, the lasers work a little differently. Combining this with the Broodmother could be kind of nice. So I think I'm going to go for that one. I'm running out of chances to level my balls and do more fusion, so that'll probably be the last one I aim for. I am pleasantly surprised by the Crimson Sword. I did hit a point where it just became like more healing than hurt, which doesn't make sense. There must be a cap on how much damage it can do to you, because like I had a lot of balls doing a lot of hits on screen. I feel like it should be doing way more. Maybe there's like a millisecond buffer or something. Is it the same boss we already fought? I don't remember this being the same one. Also, it is firing arrows, but the arrows are instantly getting destroyed by the balls, so it doesn't matter. I kind of broke it. Alright, let's see. We'll get you to level 3. Yeah, I might not be able to fuse again. Because I might not have the levels before the boss gets defeated. I can at least do this. I could try and go for that too. I'm gonna be greedy. Let's go for it. Usually I'll see at least one fusion thing spawn on the way to the final boss, which is why I only need one more level for the laser, and then I need... Wow, this thing is still not dead. I only need one more level, and I only need one fusion after that. So, okay, you are gonna start hitting me. You do. I feel like you're pretty close to death, but you're still kicking, which is honestly so rude. That's not the level I needed. That's fucked up. It's fucked up they would do that to me. We'll go for that one, and then gather all the XP. Oh, I missed a big one. Oh no, wait, I got it. One of the permanent upgrades I have is I do increase my pickup range, which is probably coming in handy right now. There it is. All right, let's see. We'll do this one. I want to see a lot of lasers go off. I want to see a laser light show. Broodmother X laser vertical. Now we just see all those lines because, you know, I should probably put a warning at the beginning of this video about like flashing lights. I feel like if you're someone who has to avoid flashing lights, you're probably pretty good at avoiding it and sussing it out before it gets too late. But I'm also like, it would just be a nice courtesy. I should definitely put a warning. I gotta remember to do that. Okay. All right, we get spot for another ball, but I don't really care about that, truth be told. I'm just going to try and buff up my other stuff. I think the ones we have are kind of stacked. We've got 3 really good special balls. And then some okay passives. I think the extra damage from Baby Ball one is pretty good. I think the one that spawns every time we heal is really good because we healed constantly. They are getting a little closer than I would like them to, for what it's worth. Can you guys back the fuck up a little bit? I think what's happening is they're spawning in the back before they can finish taking out the ones in the front, but I think we'll be okay. Because I can't really improve my run from here. Oh, I could do this one. Lightning with the Iron Ball makes the Lightning Rod. There's also the Cell, which splits into splits to a clone on hit. You know what? Fuck it. Grab that one. I feel like if it gets to the back there, it might clone. I think it only clones a couple times, though. There's our last fusion. Unless we're lucky enough to get another one, which would be great, because I do have the levels for it, but we probably won't get another one. I'm really glad I picked up the laser, or I grabbed the laser, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Because I think they might have started making it a little further if they weren't constantly taking damage from behind. But this is pretty great. We're getting consistently damaged by the laser, and they're all on fire permanently. So I think we're doing pretty well. So once you max out all of your abilities, you can start getting resources that'll give you back at the base. Currently, I think gold is my biggest barrier. I need some wood as well, but gold is the big one. Trying to get my scaling to S on all of my stats, and so far I think I only have it on 2. But yeah, even as much damage as I'm doing and as fast as I'm killing these guys, I'm still not clearing it with enough time to like spawn more levels. to spawn more, I guess, is to get like the gold bonus for clearing a wave. So should tell you just like how powerful these guys are. I'm still so nervous that like all of a sudden I'm gonna look and my health is gonna be gone. Like I'm not stoked about it. But I think we're doing okay. I think we're crushing it a little bit. I'm happy with the build I've built here. Where the fuck did all the baby balls come from? Oh, they all like leaked out the side. Oh, I forgot. This is the boss here. I actually don't like this boss that much. It's very active. It moves way more than the other bosses I've fought. It fires a lot of arrows, and it likes to charge, which it's going to do right now. And then when it charges, it launches this insane arrow. Well, never mind. I don't have to worry. I think my balls are taken care of, actually, because I think I'm okay. I just need to not get hit by it. Although I am worried, because unless it spawns more enemies, yeah, my health is going to drain real fast. Unless it spawns reinforcements, because there's a lot of balls in the screen. Okay, that is... I struggled with those arrows a lot the last one I did of these, so it's really funny to watch them just like eat shit the second it gets fired. It does have a lot of health though. Like it might outlast me if my healing gets wonky. But I think the enemies spawning up there are going to give me the lifeline I need. But I am cautiously looking at my health. I think I should be okay as long as I don't let it charge me, because I think the arrows are getting defeated by my balls pretty fast. So I think I should be safe as long as I just don't get hit. So even if we get down to 1 HP, we should be alright. It's actually really good. I'm glad I learned that that they won't kill you. I fully assumed that accessory would, or that backup power, what are you going to call it? I fully thought it would kill me. But knowing it leaves you at 1 HP does make it a bit more viable. I'm glad I tested it on a video for you, the dear viewer, because it seems busted. But it is scary. It's a very scary item to deal with. I cannot believe how easy it is to avoid these arrows. I've made like the perfect run to counter him. Still has so much HP though. I think my main problem is that I have really good ability to take out multiple enemies. I don't have a great ability to deal damage to one specific character. Because I think we've struggled on all three of the bosses. But the healing is actually, I guess, has come into play. So I think that's what made the run. I would say I'm very excited to see the DPS spread at the end of this one, because I want to know what's doing the most damage, because I actually don't know. I assume Inferno Spider Queen is going absolutely hog wild, because that's a lot of burn damage. It's disgusting. I had to like when I was doing this before, I had to like walk around the arrows because they would like shoot in the middle first, so you'd have to like walk around them and pick up everything. I cannot believe how easy that was. Gain 2 free level up rerolls once per battle. That's huge. I love that. And then we got gears for the next area. Let's go. And then these are the levels. So leveling them up more, you can see the scaling on the right. That's how much their stats will increase by. And then they gain different abilities, and their building that you build to unlock them gains different abilities the more you get. Like, for instance, now when I'm going through this, I can pierce through forests or pierce through boulders. Let's go through forests. And then you're getting pretty good too. Housing ability has been upgraded. Bouncing off this building increases the harvest clock by 0.07 seconds up to 100 times per harvest. I don't have his building currently with the rest, because I have him close to one that gives more XP. But that's not bad. Gory trophy has been increased. Oh, there's a... So once you beat a level... Alright, let's look at the DPS. Okay, Spider Queen did do disgusting work, which I expected. Actually, a little surprised by this, because it shows you what, like, each power-up did on its own, too. So it looks like Inferno didn't really do that much on its own, but then the Spider Queen on its own did a crazy amount of damage. I think it's just because I had it for so little that it, like, the DPS was like super jacked up for it, but like it did so much damage once I combined them. I was absolutely right to do that. But actually, I can't believe it beat it. The Broodmother laser did even better, just because we spawned so many lasers at once. So there you go. And then the baby balls did the most damage of all. So All the buffs I did against that were really good. So that I love that it shows you this. Yeah, so that's what it was. The every time I healed, I spawned a baby ball, and that did an insane amount of DPS. That did so much damage. I think those are included with the baby ball summons, but it's basically showing you how much of it was done. Well, maybe they're not. I don't know. So I guess I just had a really good run. I had 2 really good special balls, and I had and then I had a lot of buffing for the baby ones. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back to base. Kind of show you how this stuff works. I can't believe I unlocked a new area on a video too. So every time you unlock enough gears, I think you get 1 gear per character that you beat an area with. So because I've done 2 runs with 2 each, I got 4. And then it'll slowly increase this. Smoldering Depths. Okay. And then let's try and build these new buildings. We have the Gatherer's Hut. Assign a character here to automatically send them out to harvest in a preset direction every 10 minutes. Workers can harvest for 10 seconds before returning. So how do I rotate you? I don't know which way you're going, so I can't tell. Where's your door? I can't tell. Maybe you can just custom set it. But let's push you like right there. And then I gotta build it, so this is how this stuff works. You know what? We'll make 2. And then what else do I unlock? I think I have now unlocked all the economy items because there's nothing locked here. And then I do want to gain 2 free level ups per battle. That's huge. So let's do that. And then I don't have any more characters yet. So here's the general workflow here. So the Iron Fortress, which is one of the characters that I unlocked, that's the one that the shield guy. Because of level him up a bunch, I get an ability added to his house, which is bouncing from this building applies +3 build points to nearby scaffolding. So basically, to build something or to upgrade it, you need to hit it a certain number of times. Let me see if it'll show me here. So you gotta hit this 5 times. You gotta hit this 5 times. You gotta hit this 5 times as well. So basically, this would count as 3 every time I hit it. I probably don't need to bring this over here because they don't seem like they take a lot to build. I have this here because the first 4 workers that bounce on it gain 35% movement speed. I guess here's how we should do this. I'll move you there. Move you here. Move you here. And now this will kind of lock them in place. They can get out this way. Unless they can't. We'll just put that like right there. And then actually, you know what? I guess if they get over there, it's not that bad because then they can actually start getting the wheat and stuff. I don't need to like fully safety proof this. I only need to hit them 15 times. So we'll go over to this to harvest. Then you can kind of move. I hate that it bounces me out like this. You can kind of move left and right a good amount. Not as much as I would like, but that's fine. So we'll send him here, and then we'll just kind of watch the magic happen. I might be kind of throwing this, like I might be too precious with this, where it's just like I can gather resources and do this, but I don't really need the resources that badly. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. The reason I was getting the resources. Let's go back here. So I want to get these to rank S. So university is pretty cheap. 300, 250, 50. Okay. And then wheelwright, that's for speed. This one is for, we don't have the wood for it. This one's for dexterity. This one is for diplomacy. These are all pretty good. I do have strength maxed out. I think I have endurance maxed out. Whatever this one is. Yeah. I guess I'll do these 2. So now I actually do have a reason to use the builder. So we'll do, what's the other one? Did I upgrade another one? Yeah, this one right here. Move these down here, and then I'll move these in their place because I would still like to block the ball from exiting up because there's nothing to be gained from hitting these. Like they just kind of do things on their own. But in order to make a little bit more room, one thing you can do is if you hold down the X button, or I assume right click if you're on PC or whatever, you can grab multiple of them and then just scooch them up. And then now that I've done that, I have more room for this. So we'll put this in a place where it can where it can give XP for all of these. Yeah, so I'm going to launch it from right here, and they're basically just going to run around this area. Or they don't even need to. They just need to hit the Iron Fortress, and that'll be enough. I don't really care. Like I said, resources, because I get so much of them automatically, I don't care too much about getting them during the harvest phase. I do care way more about, like, I just got 96 right there. I care way more about leveling up my buildings. So let's do, let's try and go this way so it kind of goes through. And now we can just watch. All right, so everything is already built. I did everything I need to do. I did leave the golds there in the background so that in case this happened. I think they're getting faster the longer they go, which is they're going into hyperspeed. I think we maxed out the gold on one of them. Okay, that's not too bad. 5 buildings built. All right, so if we can put characters here. There was a character who did really well at moving, I think. Increase movement speed while harvesting by 40%. So that seems good. We should do that. Oh, and you can choose which direction they go. Okay, hold on. Let's reset this a little bit. University. Go back up here. I think I'm going to move this. The matchmaker is the one that lets me bring 2 characters, by the way. When you upgrade it, the second character's ball starts at a higher level. You're good as well. I'll move you back here. Oh, well, that's fine. So the only ones I need are the archery range, diplomacy hall, and that's it, I think. And then gambler's den, gain 2 free rolls per battle. I bet I can upgrade you. Gain 2. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to get more. So I'll upgrade this. It's only 120 gold and 8 wheat, of which I have almost 3,000. So then we'll wait until next time to harvest it. And then can't upgrade that. Can't upgrade that. Can't upgrade this. Reduce cooldown to 9 minutes. Increase harvest length to 15. Seems pretty good. I don't remember if they'll still work while they're upgrading. Let's move you back up there. I only really need you when I'm building stuff. I gotta not just leave you hanging there. And then I wonder if they'll just like build on their own. Like if they just like walk across. I don't know how this works. So let's send one here, and then we'll put one here, because I kind of just want to see what happens. I guess I could, since I already have these being harvested by themselves, it might actually be a good idea to like lock the gold mines in with one gatherer's hut, so that, hold on, I'm thinking on the fly. Might be good to lock one in here, so that they'll be forced to gain a lot of, or they'll be forced to do it that way. Bouncing up this building, increase the harvest clock by 2 seconds to 100 times. So I think that's the main harvest one. Do the jeweler, just to find some walls. So that could be fun. They won't be able to get through these little tight spaces. And then if I do this, no, let's just see what happens. So let's put. Let's see, what do they do? Movement speed by 20 or 20%, collects more stuff. You might be a good one to just like set free. And you can pierce through forest, which is even better. And then increase movement speed. Let's do the collect 2 for every bounce. Wheatmaster. Yeah, it seems like you would be good. Let's put you're gonna be like our gatherer. And then I'll just send you. Oh, it's being real weird when I try to aim this. Does you pass through forests? I wish I'd maybe. Oh, hold on, that'll work. I think that'll. Oh, hold on. It's not moving the way I want it to. I have to like let off the analogs to get like just the right time. That's so weird because it's usually pretty good about this. Fuck. Wait. I need to hold on. And just slowly. Fuck. Hold on. That'll do. That's all I gotta do. Okay. And then this one should be easier, I hope. We'll put the juggler here because you're faster, and just, you know what? Straight down the middle. Hit both of them. And I'm not really going to get to see that work unless I hang around for a couple minutes. But yeah, that's Ball Pit. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. It really scratches the roguelike itch. What do the trophies look like? I know there's 63 trophies, which is insane. It says 64, but I don't count the platinum until the very end, where I counted a lot. Let's see. Complete Smoldering Depths, Heavenly Gates, Vast Void. Complete these areas with 10 different characters. Complete every level with the Warrior, Repentant, Itchy Finger, Conjugator, Tactician, Spend, Thrift, Embedded. I don't even have some of these. What the fuck? Who the hell is the Itchy Finger? Is that the Sheriff? I know the Repentant. I know the Warrior, Cognator, Spendthrift, the Embedded, Radical, Empty Nester, the Shade, Cohabitants, Physicist, Shield Bearer. I wonder if some of these are like internal names. Flagellance, Juggler, create Nosferatu, create a nuclear bomb, create Satan, Soul Reaver, Deadeye's Cross. No fucking idea how to do those. I'll figure it out eventually. And then make 1,000 gold in a single harvest. So I'd probably need more gold mines. I guess that would be a good idea for the collector, right? Just put like line the walls with gold mines. 100 stone in a single harvest. That's pretty heavy. 50 blueprints. We're probably pretty close to that. Construct an infinitely upgradable building. I don't know what that means. Construct a workers guild, evolution chamber. I hope that just tells me evolutions. Relic collector, bag maker, construct a carpenter, build 15 housing structures. That's unlock every character, I think. Like every base game entry in the encyclopedia, complete the game. Actually doesn't seem that bad. But yeah, just wanted to show off this video, or show off this game. I am honestly having such a huge blast with it. Let me show you one other thing you can do real quick. So you can expand the areas. It costs 100 more every time you do it. So I think I must have expanded 10 times already. I don't really need this yet, so I'm kind of holding on to the money until I need it, because I think I need the money for upgrading first. But I am kind of running out of things to build, so I got to really hit the new areas. But I'll show you the instance, or what I'm trying to show. So the Shield Bearer is my preferred character. And then I need to go to the forest. I haven't beaten the forest with you yet. Or you. I did not know I could combine the Shield Bearer with the Cohabitants. That doesn't seem like legal. Doesn't work with you, doesn't work with you. I think it's because this affects the spawning of the balls. But you know, let's just say I'll pick. I kind of want to know what happens with this one though. Let's just say I pick this one. So it shows you how many undiscovered blueprints there are. So I'm still missing. How do I have more missing from here? What the fuck? So I've gotten all the blueprints in the first 3 areas because I've cleared it with a bunch of characters, as you can see. But then I've only cleared this one a couple times, and then I've only cleared this one somehow more than this one. So I'm missing a couple of blueprints. I believe the final boss of the area will always drop a blueprint if you're still missing one. I don't know about the rest, but that's what I gotta do next. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I don't know if this is particularly one where I'm gonna be like, hey, if you want to see more, let me know in the comments. Unless this video explodes, which I don't think it'll do, because like everyone is playing this on YouTube and Twitch right now. You know, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. But I'm really vibing with it. This is a good time. I heartily recommend this game. Super easy to get into. I guess if you have motion sickness, it might not be great for you, as you probably discovered 50 minutes ago. But yeah, big fan. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think of the game. If you're going to pick it up yourself, subscribe if you haven't. Hype this video if you really enjoyed seeing it. And that'll be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.